Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Off-play action on first down. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field, but they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups, because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The give is to Miller. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Grab near the sticks, it's Cuevas. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Got it in the middle. It's Miller. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. It's a seam wide open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. It's complete. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and put the yards in there.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Trying play action. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up and play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Davis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They just keep firing. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to take off.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell him drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give on the inside. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, no!
Man, that's frustrating as a defense because you got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation, trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
And he made the extra point without problem. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz him? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss away here. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half.
That's the end of the 1st half with the game tied.
We've got a good one going here in the 3rd quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. With the catch, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 3rd down, going up top. Showing the arm strength to the left. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows them. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense because you don't have hands? Yeah.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And most importantly, they got the 1st. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that 1st down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock. So good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the 1st down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Finds a little space. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. 24. The give is to Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Working the middle, it's complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Castellanos. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Another incompletion on third down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Final play of the quarter coming. Power football with the run. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Now we're down 14, Florida State 7.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He fires one deep down the right side.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. And you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And that seemed a little awful to start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To throw, it's Castellanos. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a great call on defense. Perfect coverage for what the offense had dialed up. They're able to get the pick, and now they set their offense up with an opportunity to drive the field and at least tie this one up.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air, using his legs to buy some time. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
This is a huge 3rd down. They need a score to win this game, and they're not getting a ton of yards these last 2 plays. An incompletion followed by a short gain on a run. You got to be able to pick something here on the 3rd down basket and go to your best player and not overthink this.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. It's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And they'll try to win it right here with the 2-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. Looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's okay, offense. You did your job. You took the lead late in this football game. Now, defense, it's your time to shine. A few more stops, and you get out of here with a dub.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's the handoff. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Looking to throw at Simpson. On the run, fires downfield. Finds space on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the air on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. To be honest, both of these offenses played as if they were waist deep in mud. Plenty of struggles, and they come out just short in this one.
Definitely a defensive struggle here. So the good news for this team is you like what you saw on that side of the football, guys making plays, but the offense has got to be able to pick it up. You've got to be able to find ways